Hello there, welcome back to the Ogre, the old Git Reacts, Reviews and Off Times Reminiscences. Today we're doing Ink and Fire, a new band for me. I think this is their first album, I think, so without going and checking. Again, something I just happened upon and was delighted by. I'm going to share my delight with you with a track from it. So let's do it, shall we? So I've only heard this album a couple of times since purchase, and again, I'm delighted every time I listen to it. New things pop out, and it's full of moment, full of colour in many ways, albeit perhaps one end of the spectrum. But there's lots of shades to it, shall we say? And you know, it is dark and light. Those accentuations there were like someone lit a 1,000 candles, and not specific to this song, but specific to the whole album. I'm listening to stuff and I'm going, wow, ooh, and more oohs, because there are little sort of motifs in there that just, you go, ooh. And some of them are totally counter to the genre, and you just, they work really, really well. At times I'm reminded of other, at times you're always reminded of other bands when you listen to music, because there's nothing original anymore. It's just nuances. But here, even on this track, I'm sort of reminded of, it's not that they copy or emulate in any way. It's just you get the feeling of those sort of bands, and there's quite a few aspects of black metal, and not just black metal, music from without the genre that Ink and Fire put in, that just sort of at times leaves you gasping. In some ways, this band reminds me of, not in the sound, but in the way they compose the music, of Primeval Well, who draw influences from outside the black metal genre, and influences you would think would never work, but they put them in there and they work very, very well. And I think the same's here with Ink and Fire. They are pulling in cultural influences. I mean, it says here they're from Chicago, Illinois. So whereas Primeval Well pull in a sort of more bucolic influence, you can see here perhaps the influences that Ink and Fire have pulled in are of the city, if you will, that sort of franticness and claustrophobia to a degree, and that sense of permanent movement. So there you go, fantastic. That is, it's sort of life-affirming music. Black metal very often doesn't get framed in those terms, but it is capable of doing it. If it lifts you like that did me, gets you to have a bit of a giggle on, and I could walk out the front door now, this cave, which does have a front door, and I could take on the world after that. Fantastic. It is probably going to be... Ooh, somebody's trying to get in. I think this is going to be one of my top 10 favourite albums of this year, without a doubt. It has got such a breadth of nuance and influence that you're left not knowing which way to turn when you listen to the album in its entirety. It's just a delight to listen to, and as I say, there are some moments in there, and because I only heard it a couple of times, I'm going to spend excuse me, probably the next couple of days listening to it a lot more and finding more little treasures buried within it. Anyway, clicky bollocks, catch you all next time. Cheerio.